All right, guys, how you doing? This is Jay Adams here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I've got a very, very special guest for me, Rich from Maverick Hair Studio. Rich, what's going on? Rich joined me about 3 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago now. He joined my coaching program. He's absolutely crushing it, both in the business and outside of the business. I've got a couple of questions for Rich here. I just want everyone to know how he's doing halfway through the training. And yeah, just want to catch up in general. How you been, Rich? Introduce yourself.
I am Rich. I own Maverick Hair Studio. I've owned it for 21 years now. I've been in the industry nearly 30. And I decided that it was time to meet someone like Jay, and I found Jay. So
Legend, Rich. Thank you, man. Thank you. So look, man, we'll just get straight into it right now. I'm sure there's a lot of people at home in a similar or same position as yourself, probably was stuck, lost and confused on what direction to move in, like you just touched on there. I'm going to run through a couple of questions and just, as always, I say in these interviews, just answer. Even if there's something that you're not happy with, please mention that as well, because I just want everyone watching this who are either on the fence or looking to join the coaching and get on with all of this, progression in their life and their business to have a full, transparent view of everything. So we'll just get started straight away. Does that sound good? So the first question, Rich, is how has my coaching program boosted your confidence in yourself? Can you share any cool moments that you felt like, wow, I fucking nailed this thanks to what you've learned inside of my training and support?
yeah, so when I first started the training program, I probably didn't have much confidence at all. I'd lost my way a little bit. I was in need of something to push me along, but I didn't know what I needed. And obviously, I saw your story, and it just sung to me. It was one of those things that's me. That is me. So I think without it, I think I'd still be swimming along, but now I'm more motivated. I'm getting myself into a much better position. I'd say that the course has given me lots of confidence. I reach out to people quite easily in DMs, and I feel very comfortable talking to people that I don't know in DMs, but that's from the way you've structured things for me, the way you've shown me how to DM people, and the way you've constructed the way I can message people that's non-invasive. And I think that's really important, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that, Rich. Yeah, I mean, you've done an excellent job. I remember just literally probably, I don't know what, 4 or 5 weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer, maybe 6 weeks ago, you was having an absolute nightmare. And I think one of the biggest things that you was worried about is had a bit of anxiety around just messaging people, like when they actually don't know you, like you, or trust you, or anything else like that. But what my program actually teaches is we set up ads specifically for people to engage and respond to what we want them to, so that then we can then have the right to go in and answer the DMs. Because what a lot of people have trouble with is when they want to speak to somebody who they've never spoken to before online or in person, is they feel that they're being invasive, like you're saying, when actually what we're doing is not being invasive. We're not annoying that person. We're actually trying to provide something to help them, and that's what a lot of people don't get.
I think I felt like at first I was like, sell. And then you were like, what are you doing? Come on. That's not how I do it. This is how we do it, kind of thing. And that's what changed my mindset. And that's how I've got much better at doing it.
Yeah, you've been killing it lately. I think I don't know what I saw that in the group last week. It's over £1,000 last week.
Yeah, I think we're up to about 1,400 now. So yeah.
So you hit 14. So you've done £1,400 in new clients through the DMs this week.
Yeah, through the DMs in 7 days.
That's insane, man. That's insane. So the anxiety's out the window.
Oh, massively. But like you said, that's just for the next 6 weeks or 4 weeks or whenever they're booked in. If we make sure that we do our job, that could be how much lifetime?
That's £1,400 in new clients. But if those clients come back every 4 to 6 weeks for the next 3 or 4, 5 years, for as long as you're there for, I mean, you've been there 20 years plus already. That's insane money, right? Just off how much have you spent on ads right now?
I think we've just reached 700.
Yeah. So you're sweet. Yeah. So you doubled your money basically on ads. That's great. All right, thanks for that, Rich. So I'm going to jump on to question number 2 now.
Yeah.
How has my coaching helped you stand out in the barber and hairdressing game? Because you've got a unisex salon. Any fun stories about how you've used some of my strategies in your own unique style to attract some new clientele?
So just by showing me how to optimize my profile before we'd even started the ads, we got clients coming through just because we looked more professional. We stood apart from that, but if you want to go into now our ads, no one's doing our ads. I've started to see like the odd person like trying to say DM the word, and it's like they're actually following us and then just mimicking us. So yeah, just by your coaching program, we're stood apart from everybody else by a mile.
Exactly, man. So people are watching what you're doing now and trying to replicate what you're doing.
Yeah, they're kind of doing it, but not in your way. So it's quite funny. It's compliments, isn't it? It's nice that people are realizing it, but we're also getting lots of nice messages from our peers. People in the industry. People saying that we love your work. We got showcased on a YouTube channel. For our professionalism of our profile. So.
Number 3, can you tell me how my coaching has been your secret weapon for leveling up in and outside of the barbershop or salon in your case? Any decent insights or connections that you've gained that have really helped you climb the ladder of either confidence, self-building, business building? Just in your own words, how has it helped you out?
So it's definitely helped us out in the fact that we can now reach out to other clients quite easily. As soon as we've got a new follower, we can actually speak to them, which I don't think we were capable of doing beforehand. We wouldn't have even bothered, if I'm honest. But also, if you want to go back to the peers kind of thing, we're getting, product companies showcasing our work, and that's again from, us having more confidence in our brand. I think I'm right in saying you've given us more brand awareness. So, we can actually showcase our brand a lot better. So we had 1,000 followers, I think it was, or something. And we never even touched that. So they just followed us. We haven't ever reached out and said, thank you for following us. And now we actually, just by thanking them, and then, asking them if they're in our area, that's actually, creating a conversation. And even if they don't come through from that, they're still in our network, aren't they? So, it's non-invasive again, isn't it?
Sure. It's all about building that brand, building that awareness, and, understanding that the first time you throw a bit of bait out into the sea on your fishing rod, you're not always going to catch something straight away. But by consistently being persistent in everything that you're doing, by building your brand online, putting out content that's helpful and useful and valuable to your network, when that person comes into your, let's say, ecosystem or into your network, they might see it and go, yeah, you know what, I'll give this guy a follow. I'll see what he's about. I'll check out his work. I've had a DM from him and he's posting consistently. No one else is going to be doing that outside of, in the area that you're living in. So obviously that's where the value comes from, and people see that in what you're doing now. And that's just, as you can see, it's very successful.
Yeah, we've given worksheets as well. That's the other thing. So every time I go, we need to post something, I look at your worksheet and it gives me an idea. And obviously you've got like know you like and trust. So basically I'll look at that sheet and go, that's a really good idea. Let's do a post from that. And that's our organic side of it, isn't it? So
yeah, that's just nurturing like your people who are following you from the ads, who are bringing into the ecosystem and who are finding you organically through maybe the explore page or something like that. So yeah, that's a really great way. You're doing a great job online. I see you every single day with content going up there right now, and you're doing a great job of, getting people to know you, like you, and trust you, provide value, tell a story. Yeah, you're doing a really good job, Rich. So take my hat off to you, man. You've done a great job so far.
Thank you.
All right, man. Number 4 is think back on your journey before working with me. Where was you in the barber or hairdresser game? What sort of clientele were you getting? And how did you feel in the moment before you met me that made you go, you know what, fuck it, man, I need to work with this guy? What was the aha moment to go, you know what, I really need to pick myself up here and, get some shit going on?
One word: static. We were static. We literally were turning over the same. My wages haven't gone up for 4 years, because it's static. We've got a regular clientele. We've got a good regular clientele, but it's never going to get me to the things that I want in life. As you know, I've got a young family. I want to move up and, I want to buy a 4-bedroom house that's, standalone. I can't do that on the wages that I was earning, but pushing forward, I can, and you're showing me the way to actually get onto that next level.
Yeah. And you said like, you've been stuck on the same salary for 4 years.
Yeah.
How is that? Has that changed now already in such a short?
Yeah, I can actually say that we've getting more revenue.
That's great. Oh, I'm happy for that. And what are your what did you feel like before you met me, Rich? Like what sort of what's like Rich before meeting me, and then the Rich stood in chatting to me now?
I was horizontal. Yeah, I'm sure you know. I'm sure you remember the first day you met me. I was super chilled, like super chilled. I was letting everybody do what they want almost in the salon. I was actually like, I love being a hairdresser barber, but at the same time, I wasn't pushing myself anymore. But when I opened the shop, I'm sure I said this to you before actually, that I was super, super on it. I was pushing and, I wanted more, and, I wasn't that person anymore. I wasn't hungry. I wasn't wanting, I wasn't dreaming big,
And how long have you been cutting hair, and how long has the shop been open?
So I've been personally cutting hair 29 years now, and the shop's been open 21.
Okay. And you just got to a point where you was like, you got a bit complacent with it. You was earning the same money. You was letting anyone do what they want. What has changed for you now in the short space of time we've been working together?
Structure. Your structure. You've given me the confidence. You've given me the tools. You've given me the structure. You've given me confidence. Personal confidence. You've been there at the end of a message if I need you. So's Carl as well, might add. Carl's been there. He's dropped me some tips and tricks, and just having the community as well, being able to have a laugh with the guys, that helps as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, just briefly before we got started, you was telling me that you've lost a bit of weight in a personal journey. It was 107 kilos. So obviously that's had a spillover effect into your personal life as well, which I'm fucking super happy about and proud of you, bro, for doing that. I mean, one of the biggest things that almost every one of my clients and you guys even say is like, the community is the most powerful thing, because it's so difficult in the hair industry to have a group of like-minded people on the same level, all pushing in the same direction, and then sharing knowledge so that everyone can get ahead rather than just one person gatekeeping information.
It's everyone pushing against everybody else, isn't it? In the barber game in particular, it's ridiculously bitchy. It's like handbags at dawn. Everyone's thinking everyone's the best fader in the world. What happens when there's no fades to do? It's ridiculous. It's one-upmanship. But whereas the community we've got, it's not one-upmanship. Everyone's like, wow, that's amazing. Patrick, I forgot about Patrick. Patrick's doing like scissor cuts and stuff, and he's smashing it with his work. And just seeing those kind of things inspires you to go, oh, I fancy doing that. I'm going to try and get a model, or I'm going to try and get a client. That haircut was sick. I want to do that. That's the kind of thing that I get from it.
Yeah, I think, I've even gone through it myself throughout my career. Is like, you get to a point where if you become the best in the shop or the best in your local area, you get a bit stagnant, and you get like, you could knock out maybe a 75% haircut of your total talent, and people will still, the general public wouldn't know generally, like, you've only done a 75% haircut, but you know it. And then when you can get away with that, getting in the reps every single day, 5-6 days a week, you kind of get a bit fucking bored of cutting hair. So
yeah,
I even see it myself now. Like, if I get see the guys on IG and they're posting pictures of the work, I'm like, fucking, I remember when I had that feeling to do them kind of haircuts and that kind of work. So it's great to see the motivation between everybody, man.
I reckon you must also see like from when they first start with you, because it's the confidence. You must see the change in their work because you just suddenly see them just up on a level. And I think it's just because everybody else is not bitching at them. They're going, that's cool. You know, that's cool. And you kind of get a buzz. You know, if someone goes, yeah, I like that haircut, or they, you know, they go fireman, or, you know, the goat, and you're just like, hey, thanks. You know, I need this kind of thing.
Yeah, like one of the first things I teach, Rich, is I'm a fucking monster on mindset. Like in my mind, if another human's done something, I can't be beaten, or I can't not do what they've already done. I don't think anything's impossible if another human being's done that. And the way that I try and implement that is to straight away work with mindset and building confidence in people, because one of the biggest things that I see with clients is that they come to me and they've got the skill and talent, but they're scared to post on Instagram. They're scared to put their work out because they're in fear of what everybody else will think. So when I can remove that judgment, when I can remove that layer of anxiety and fear and just go, listen, just put your work out there and don't give a fuck about it, then have a community that will support you no matter if your work's good or shit, but you're just on the progress ladder of growing and growth and pushing forward, then I think that's a huge beneficial factor of joining the program and what we do, man.
Massively. I think it's massive. That's a massive part of this program.
Let's talk real. What parts of my coaching do you absolutely love? Like the stuff that's made you go, fuck yeah, this is exactly what I needed and really fueled your success. What would you say the one part is?
Seeing the change in my diary, you know, seeing those gaps that were there being filled. Yeah, that I thought would take a long time to happen, but it's happening. We've been 2.5 months, I think, maybe 3 months, maybe. No, it's not 3 months yet. But yeah, seeing that going through and giving us, you know, more revenue stream. That's something I wasn't expecting straight away. I thought that would be something I had to work on. I love knowledge, so all the knowledge parts that I've got from the course, yeah, I think I've got a lot from it, to be fair.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not even halfway through, and you're still you're doing a great job, Rich. So I mean, I'm fucking super happy that you've got all these results already. So that's cool, man. And we're only halfway through.
Yeah.
We've all had our fair share of challenges. How has my program, I mean, we've kind of probably touched on this already, but how has my program had your back when you've hit a rough patch? Have there been any rough patches since you started with me? Like, I always say to my clients, if you feel like you just want to give up, and if you haven't felt like you wanted to give up and quit and just gone, why the fuck have I come into this program? Not because the program's shit, but because there's a sheer amount of work to do. Have you had that feeling yet? And if you have, that's good, because that means that you're doing something that you're not used to doing, which means you're making progress. So tell me about a little bit about your own, you know, wall that you've hit during this program so far and how you've overcome it.
Okay, you ready, Jay? I've got two.
Okay, no, come on then.
The first one was when you entered me into the barberhood, and I looked at how much work I had to do, and I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm about to do my A-levels or something. But when I started doing it, I realized that actually it's fun doing it. I know it's crazy. Maybe I'm a bit mad. But yeah, I started going, oh, I'm going to do some more. And my wife will tell you, I'm just like, she goes off to bed and I'm like, I'm just going to do another couple more of these videos and I'm just going to do a few more sheets. And yeah, I think actually that was quite scary. That was actually one of those that went, what the fuck have I got myself into? And then the other one is definitely the DMs. I had a low moment, I think, when we had a one-to-one call, and I was just like, oh my God, I don't think I'm going to be able to get these DMs. I remember saying to you, it was like me talking to women, yeah, and I was rubbish at chatting up women, you know. So I remember that was a low moment because I was thinking, I'm not going to get this. But then you coached me and you coached the best out of me. And now I'm pretty sure you will say, and I'm hoping you will say, I'm pretty good at DMs now. So,
you're doing £1,400 new client week. So, I mean, you're getting pretty good from being absolutely petrified and rubbish. Yeah.
You can say I'm rubbish. It's no problem. I know I was bad because I was on that verge of going, oh my God, I think I'm bad at this.
there is a lot of work to do, but it's kind of stuff that you should already know, or you should have already had covered. It's the stuff that you know, when you're a business owner, I believe you should be of a certain acumen in business to open a shop. Otherwise, you shouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like for me, I believe you should have had to manage a shop before you open a shop to help somebody else to understand how to run it. A lot of people skip that stage. So there's, you know, within the program, there is a lot of videos and content to go through, but it's not like you have to go through all of that to come out the other side. It's like, it's referral points more. And then you follow this roadmap. Now, when you come to that wall, how did you pick yourself up and go, you know what, I just got to fucking get through this, because I know at the end of it, there's going to be a pot of gold?
Well, I was thinking, I'm investing in myself, so this is going to make me better. So stop being lazy, basically. Remember, I was that lazy guy. You must remember, I was so lazy, Jay. I was so laid back. You know, for me to then suddenly see loads of work, I'm a bit like, oh, no. But it isn't. It isn't loads of work. It's lots of things you can do very easily. You know, it's stuff that if you want to do it, you'll do it. You know, and I wanted to do it because I want to better myself. So these are things that, you know, we should be doing as business owners and as barbers, as, you know, hairdressers, as we should be bettering ourselves.
Yeah, 100%, man. And bro, already you've already done that. You're smashing it. I can see a huge difference in you, Rich. Like I remember you were sat in your car, and I think I was in Spain at the time, and I jumped on this call with you. I'd just been on a bad sales call before with another guy and had a bit of an argument with him about something crazy. So I was coming into yours, like, not expecting you to jump on. And then when I came on, you actually, I've never told you this, but you actually helped me, because I came on with the frame of mind, like, fucking, I'm having a bad day here. Like, all of these other calls are just going to go bad. And then when I got on the call, you're open, you was like innocent, transparent, and open straight away on the call. And that made me go, you know what, man, I need to put my head back in the game, and just, this guy needs my help. Yeah, I can see this guy's got everything in front of him, but he needs my help. And then that gave me a kick. I've never told you this before, but that gave me a kick up the arse. And then I was like, I need to help this guy. I need to switch back in the game and do my job as a coach now, because this man's going to be working with me. So thank you for that. I never told you that before.
No, I well, thank you. You know, like I've said to you before again, you know, I can't thank you enough. I've got two people in my life I call boss. I've got the person who trained me, and I call you boss now, because you're my business. Well, you're not like you are my business boss. Yeah, and he was my talent boss. You know, and you're my business boss, and I'll always call you boss. You know, so that's how it rolls.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's old school respect right there, Rich. I appreciate that, mate. Another question for you. Looking ahead, where do you see my coaching program fitting into your future business ventures? How do you imagine that we will keep helping each other out and working together in the future after the program's finished?
Well, I'd like to think that we work together for a long, long time now. Yeah, I think having you in my corner, yeah, I'm into boxing, you're into your fighting as well. I like the idea of having good people in your corner, you know, and I want to keep you in my corner, because, you know, you're the motivation that I need to, and you have the answers, and you have the push as well. You know, I need answers, I need knowledge, and I need a push.
If there is anyone out there who is watching this video, they are thinking about joining a program, they've been stuck in a barbershop, maybe they're like you, they've been stuck in a business for so long, thought they knew everything, and then got complacent, sticky, and unmotivated to go to the next level. There's no change in their business. It's just going around on that hamster wheel. Anyone out there who's watching this, what would you say to them who are sat on the fence about joining the program and, you know, working with me?
Look at yourself, look at what you're doing, and look at what you could be doing. Move yourself forward. Make sure that, you know, you're going to be the best of you, and gain knowledge. You know, knowledge is key. Knowledge is key. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is get you through. Knowledge will help you on those days where you're having a bad day. So yeah, I would say if you're on the fence, you know, look at yourself first.
Yeah, man, it's been absolutely great to have you on, and I'm sure that we'll catch up and we'll do another one of these at the end of the program and see where you're currently at the end of the program. And yeah, man, hopefully we'll smash all the goals. I know that you're smashing it right now, and You become a better father, better businessman, better business owner, better barber person. And I just love seeing everything what's going on in your life right now, Rich. So thank you very much, man. You've been an absolute ideal client. You've been an absolute ideal student. You've been a great coaching client for me to teach. You listen, you take knowledge on, and you're just absolutely amazing, bro. So thank you very much. Keep pushing forward and let's smash it for the rest of the year.
Thank you, boss.